Why are we criticizing Megan in a situation when he cheated on her?
Everybody knew it wouldn't work. So
Why
we're
wouldn't
not
it work?
surprised. I just told you why. Because of her whorish behavior. That's why it wouldn't work.
That's
But what
not
if when
true.
he listened to the art, he's like, okay, she's not going to care if I cheat because she said that she don't care and she just needs money and I gave her money. I gave her money. I bought her
There's
food.
that part too.
You know, I should be able to cheat. I feel like she should have let him cheat in peace. I personally think that was like the best thing that was probably going to get Megan was going to get. She's been through man after man after man. Nobody wants her. The cat can't be that good. It can't be good. Nobody wants her. Okay?
Your point would make sense if he wasn't doing the same thing. Yes, he did. Your point would make sense.
On her too. I mean, he's a basketball player. I don't understand what these women are expecting. This guy is going to be 100% faithful. Like, first of all, these women want these high-value men, but they don't want the stuff that comes with it. Can we talk about it?
What's up, YouTube? JayBReacts back in with another video. Now today we got a channel called New Black America. Now we have two separate women, two sides of the spectrum. One is against women acting like hoes, trying to get wiped up. The other one says that hoes can get wiped up. These two women have a full-on debate. And when I tell you it's a debate, it was a debate. But I will say this, it's always music to my ears when I hear another woman hold another one accountable for being delusional. And this clip right here is a pure example of it. But I'm gonna let y'all be the judge of that. Make sure y'all like the video, hype the video, comment below. Without further ado, let's dive into the content. New Black America.
What is up, everybody? It is your girl, Lala the Jedi. I'm here with my co-host, Carmen, JC. We are New Black America. We got Amber Star in the building. Hey, and Amber. Today we are going to be talking about Meg Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson's breakup. So I want to start with this clip.
Before she gets to the clip, I want to preface this real quick. Carmen is the one in the black. She has the adjacent opinion to Amber in the yellow. Amber feels like women can act like hoes, still get wiped up. Carmen says women need to present themselves in the best light to get the best results.
Carmen had a hot take yesterday that got over 1 million views in 24 hours. And Amber, I know how much you love this take because right after she posted it, you posted a follow-up take, and I got both of them here, so we're gonna play them back to back.
Oh wow!
And then I'm gonna get your guys' response. Okay, so here is Carmen's initial hot take on the Klay Thomas and the Meg Thee Stallion breakup.
She said Thomas is Thompson.
Take a look.
Like whores. Let me make this very simple. They may sleep with a whore, they may hang out with a whore, but they will not wife a whore. Okay, you guys look for the exception of the rule to try to make it the rule, and that's what you guys were looking for in Megan Thee Stallion, and it is just not reality. The fact of the matter is, you cannot make prostitution music speak about men like they are nothing, twerk all day and think that any man in this world is going to take you serious, let alone make you a wife. And it's only black women that have this mentality. They think that because a woman is rich and because she's beautiful, that she's automatically of value. I'm so confused. I don't understand what goes through you guys' brain. Like, you don't understand morals, values, integrity. Those things matter, not just money. I know in your little bubbles, everything is about money, but in everyone else's world, it is not. And until you guys are able to grasp basic concepts and actually listen to men when they tell you what they like and they don't like, you guys will continue to be losers.
She is spitting nothing but facts, man. You can't compensate. You can't say just because you make money that you can move a certain way, carry yourself a certain way, preach, shake your behind online and expect to get the highest quality results. You're going to attract sharks.
All right.
She's preaching.
So that got 1 million views in 24 hours. And now, Amber, I know you saw it because you posted immediately after she did, and you said, you know, some people are trying to say that men don't like hoes, and it seems like, and maybe we're wrong, maybe we're reaching, but it seems like this post is a direct reply to Carmen. So I'm going to play yours, and I'm going to let you respond and tell us if this was a response to Carmen.
I can't wait to hear this.
So, if men don't like hoes, can somebody explain to me what's going on here? Her chart looks exactly like the same chart I'm seeing people pass around the Megan Thee Stallion one. Yeah, I don't see anybody going up to Travis Kelce, calling him a simp. I don't see nobody talking about Travis Kelce asking them, why did he propose to a ran-through woman? Ran-through cat is ran-through cat. I don't care if you're bashing men over a guitar or a rap beat. That cat is still ran through. Like, the whole conversation around Meg and Klay is so disingenuous because people just want to take any and find every opportunity to bash black women and devalue black women when I be seeing OnlyFans girls out here getting married. When Taylor Swift got proposed to by Travis Kelce, why didn't white men go around making a graph like this of Taylor Swift? No other group of women gets disrespected by their own community on this scale the way black women do, and y'all wonder why black women act the way they act. Look what black women constantly have to defend themselves from. Ice-T and Coco got one of the most successful relationships in Hollywood, but if you didn't know her, you would think she's a promiscuous woman. Men like what they like. So for some of y'all to get on this internet and pretend every man walking is a God-fearing man who won't choose a hoe is another reason why this whole conversation is disingenuous. If every man walking was a God-fearing man, Cardi B would have never been married. If you were paying attention, Clay was courting Megan like a wife.
This is
Clay
crazy.
brought Megan around his family. He had her host Thanksgiving for his entire family. She cooked dinner for his entire family. They got a house together. He bought her a car. He was calling her his last name. He named his own boat after her. Men don't just do that to whores. Now it's one thing to say, oh, maybe he really did have cold feet. Maybe he really did change his mind. Okay, I get it. That's okay. But the commentary I'm seeing come from a lot of black people is that Meg is a whore who don't deserve a husband when we all watch this man treat her like a wife. Like I said, a lot of people just want to devalue and degrade black women because for some odd reason, it just gives them some sort of adrenaline rush. Why are we giving so much negative feedback to the person who was cheated on and got the short end of the stick? Now, I'm not saying women should be whores.
I gotta fast forward her. I'm gonna just let it play out, but she is getting on my nerves.
First, go outside and be whores. I'm not saying that at all. You should definitely take care of your body. Your body is your temple. You should do that for yourself. You shouldn't do that for the sole purpose of finding a man. Why? Because at the end of the day, the good girls and the hoes are still competing for the same man, and that man is going to choose whoever he sees fit. Point blank, period. Hoes and good girls are equally yoked in the dating market. Prove me wrong.
Wow. Okay, first, I want to point out a few of the mistakes that she made. First of all, you use Taylor Swift as an example. Nobody is preying on Megan's downfall. She the one put it out there. When they were in a relationship, nobody stated that they shouldn't have been together. Nobody made massive posts. Nobody didn't care. It's the fact that she tried to air Clay out and she got herself aired out. Here's the thing about it. Clay is still a multimillionaire. He's still a shark. Nobody's trying to big up his behavior, but we're not going to sit right here and say that her energy didn't draw certain guys to her only to have fun for certain reasons. This woman is goofy as hell for that take.
All right. Well. Before Carmen goes ahead and tries to prove you wrong, Amber, was that a shade to Carmen's post? Was that a response to Carmen?
No, I wouldn't say it was a response to Carmen. I mean, maybe I was a little inspiration there because I saw hers first, but later on, like throughout,
she can't even be honest about her responding to her post the same way how she can't be honest about women following Meg Thee Stallion.
the day, I kept seeing people say the same thing. So after a while, I was like, okay, everybody just repeating this narrative that's just not true. I have to come out and say something because we all see how it plays out in real life. So yeah, I mean, she inspired it. I mean, yeah, but I it wasn't just her. It was a lot of people.
Girl, you can't even be honest.
Carmen?
I just want to respond. So are you saying in real life that you believe that men marry hoes like more times than not? Is that your argument here?
Uh-oh.
I feel like it's about equal. I would say it's more often, but I feel like it's about the same.
The same?
Are you saying half the women in the world that get married are hoes?
They got a pass. I would say they're currently hoes, but everybody ain't some Christian non-hoe girl who got morals getting picked by a God-fearing man, because every man ain't God-fearing. So
you don't have to be Christian or God-fearing to know that you don't want a woman that's been passed around the block.
You just want every girl to just be like, oh, I'm this little celibate girl. I have so much modesty, and you just think, sir, you think a hoe wouldn't get married before her? Like that's how you think the world works? I'm just curious. Like,
I mean,
but
I think anybody.
Perception.
Yeah, and a hoe can
reality.
get married, obviously, but she's going to have to change some of them whole ways. She's not going to be able to continue to be a hoe or act like a hoe or have the mannerisms of hoe. She's going to have to adjust.
But what is your mannerisms of a hoe though? Like twerking?
Like twerking, yeah. That is, you get up in public and you're twerking, that's whorish behavior.
I don't think
it's whorish behavior. Like, what do you think when men see women twerk, do you think they're like, oh, I'm gonna take her home to my mom? He's like, no, I want to have sex with her. I want to sleep with her. and then I want to be done. Okay, that's what it is. So it's like when you're aspiring, you're telling people like, oh, it's not Megan Thee Stallion's fault, or is you guys just want to hate on black women. No, we're not. We're using our eyes. We're using our eyes to see how she behaves, and we're not surprised. I don't even know why this is news. To me personally, I don't think it's news. I think it is a rapper who lives a certain type of lifestyle. It is a NBA player who we know lives a certain type of lifestyle. Why are we all surprised by this? This is what I want to know. And why are we shocked that they are like bashing Megan when she has a horrible reputation? She has not even just sleeping with men, just the whole Tory Lanez thing. She has a reputation of sleeping with her friends, man. She has a reputation of a liar. She has a reputation of promoting promiscuity and prostitution. Why would anybody want to defend that?
She is very honest right there. See, she's very unbiased. She's saying that Megan has a precarious lifestyle. Klay Thompson has a precarious lifestyle. He's still an NBA player. It's women like Yellow Shirt that come out here and start pointing the finger saying that these men are bad. Megan shouldn't be shamed. That's not the case because the way how you carry yourself matters. Yellow Shirt is the cousin, the sister, the best friend to anybody out there that cannot get herself together. These are the ones that's going through life, having issues, having problems, and wondering why they can't get themselves right.
What is she? Because she got cheat. What did she do wrong in the situation? Are you saying just because she's a hoe, she deserved to get courted by a man and have him cheat on her and treat her like the bad?
I'm saying that a lot of the times when you carry yourself as a hoe, like how as she does, men humble that. They will sleep with you and humble you just to bring you back down.
They will humble anybody. Men will humble a girl who they feel like doing better than them in life. You don't have to be. Men will humble anybody.
Would that be considered the boss babe who looks down on guys? You do have guys out there that look at them and say, you know what? I'm going to bring you back down. See, this one, Yellow Shirt don't understand what Carmen is saying.
I think that it's the men that these women are choosing. Okay. So when you're choosing certain type of men, yeah, sure, they will humble you. But if you carry yourself and you have certain characteristics and certain things about yourself, then you wouldn't be put in these situations as often. Not saying that it would never happen. I'm not saying that these women would never get cheated on. Beyonce got cheated on. I understand, even though she's a little degenerate to me too. But I'm just saying that if you want to have a certain thing, if you want to have a man take you serious, maybe do not have prostitution music.
Facts.
Maybe don't be twerking. Maybe don't
Facts.
tell your whole fan base that you're pimping hoes and then go cook dinner for a man. If anything, I feel like the hottie should be upset that she's selling them one thing and then doing another.
You shouldn't have to be humble if you're already a humble female. She said that guys will humble anything. If you're already a humble woman to your man, you treat him like your man and you're not out here showing your body and being extra provocative, nobody has to humble you because you're humble.
What I think.
No, personally, like I said before, I don't take entertainment as my real life. I think it's just entertainment. I don't think she's selling me entertainment.
But you agree with her.
But like I said, why are we criticizing Megan in a situation when he cheated on her? Why was he courting her?
Everybody knew it wouldn't work. Like everybody knew it wouldn't work. So
why
we're not surprised. Because I just told you why. Because of her whorish behavior. That's why it wouldn't work.
Okay, and you said twerking, whores getting married. I see women who twerk who are married. You say twerking is whore behavior. That's twerking.
Okay, well, it is whorish behavior, and some men allow it. Some men do allow it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that they don't, but when she's not just twerking though.
No, but the man that y'all want is probably not going to allow it. Just being honest. The great guy, the masculine man, he ain't going to be right there sitting right there. Yeah, man, twerk your behind all the time. Show your booty cheeks all day. No man in his right mind will want his woman to be around like that all the time.
It's different. She's not just twerking. She's doing multiple things on top of twerking. Not to mention Klay Thompson on pictures with Tory Lanez. Like nobody wants to be with a girl that's in a room with different guys, and they all had a chance at her.
The thing about her sleeping with a man too, that's a lie. A lot of stuff y'all be saying is a lie. No. So she never said Kelsey was never a man. You said she sleep with her friend man or something. Some lie that's on the internet.
Tory Lanez actually he fucked.
That wasn't her man though.
He actually had sex with, but it doesn't matter. Like
yes, it doesn't matter.
Once my friend touched something, I'm not touching it.
Like how you know she touched him though? How you know
she admitted to it? She admitted to it.
No, it wasn't. Oh God, we going here again. All right. Oh God, bro.
Corey was sleeping with Megan.
Oh
God. Cheating on his girlfriend. And Megan got in a fight in the car. That's
That was not the
The
fight.
woman came out and said it during the interview. I don't know why she's trying to defend that. She don't know all the facts. She just want to argue. I told y'all, this is the cousin, this is the friend, this is the sister that ain't got her life together, that's out here trying to figure it out and wonder why all this bad stuff keep happening to her.
That was no. Y'all
Look
see,
at
are you
Girl, you don't want to. You don't want to
Drunk
hear it.
cousin?
Like I don't think. I'm trying to find out. Like, why do
Well,
you feel
first
like
of all, the
Megan Thee
fight was
Stallion
no,
is
the
worth
fight.
defending?
The matter of fact, the fight was Tory Lanez trying to humble Megan. What I heard in the court documents, what Megan said was Megan was telling Tory about how his career is trash. Because this was when Megan was going to come up back in 2020. She had Savage with Beyonce. She was telling Tory Lanez his career is trash and he's a nobody. And he got really angry about that. That's what I heard. So he was trying to humble Megan for having a upcoming better career than his. And he shot at her. That's what happened. That's that fake story y'all talking about.
Wait, pause.
Ma'am, that story sounds hella fraudulent. Let's hear what Carmen is gonna say.
You're gonna take up for Megan, and you're not
No,
gonna.
because y'all talking about a fake story they try to use.
Wait, so no, I honestly don't believe that it's a fake story. I believe that she went on TV and she lied in front of everybody. She told everybody she didn't sleep with him. So at that point, she's not a credible person. Why would you believe anything she say if she already lied about one thing? You don't have to.
She said that man ain't cracking, he did.
Lie if you're telling the truth. If your story is correct, if you're not the terrible person in the room, you don't have to lie. Even if you slept with somebody, we're not surprised that you slept with Tory Lanez. You rap about it. Yeah. This is your whole brand, is being a whore. So why would we be surprised that you slept with Tory Lanez? You are a liar. That's what's happening. She's a liar.
Taylor Swift. Y'all say it's okay when Taylor Swift does it because she has decorum. Yet you want Megan to go on TV. No, but you want Megan to go on TV and tell everybody who she's having sex with. Where's that? Oh, she's a liar. She's a liar. No, what happened to decorum? The decorum didn't matter there.
Oh, come on.
We're not talking about.
She the one that played like the victim.
Hold on, I want to bring up Taylor real quick. Nobody's talking about Taylor Swift. Nobody cares about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. That is on the other side of the country or whatnot. Nobody's thinking about it. The thing about it is Taylor Swift still doesn't carry herself like a booty shaking chick. So guess what? That might make guys still look at her and say, she might be the good girl next door. Perception is reality. She could be a shark behind closed doors and hitting multiple guys. We don't know that. But the perception is everything. Megan is blatantly known for shaking her ass, carrying herself a certain way. WAP. You can't backtrack from that. That is you now. So I don't know why she's comparing the two.
Wait,
she played the victim.
Okay. I want to get your reaction to this video of Megan outside. And you tell me if this is what a wife look like. Okay, you tell me.
They own her, bro. Let her cook.
Like it's 2017, we done broke the internet and bought a jet with them easy sucking. You know my head game short, long stroke, straight though, let's go. All summer we sucking. Mama, your man ain't loyal. You ain't nothing in New York, where your man can't go. We sucking. All summer we sucking.
Hold up. For her to even be laughing right there when you got two guys saying they doing that is disgusting. And are those her lyrics to that song that they were singing?
Those are her fans. Are we serious right now?
What do you think about that?
Yeah,
what do you think about
I think those are her gay fans, and that's a funny video. Like
what?
What's funny about it?
What's so funny?
It's funny
because they changed the lyrics to her. They changed the lyrics to her song to say what they said.
Because they believe she's degenerate, right? So they believe she's degenerate, so they made her lyrics more degenerate because they know that she's degenerate, right? So these are the people that she attracts. She attracts degenerates. That's what it is, okay? People that are okay with degeneracy, and we like you. I don't understand how you're conservative in fighting this point. This
That's crazy.
It's completely it's crazy to me because it's like. It is obviously untasteful how she behaves. Like if it was just within the music, maybe I can slide it, but it's not just within the music. It's how she carries herself, how she shows up in the world. That matters. It's no separation between the art and the music. Like they're literally using lyrics to songs to prosecute people in the eyes of the court. So there's no separation.
And black men are fighting against that, by the way. They're fighting against that. They don't want that.
I mean,
that shouldn't be in place.
Should be. I'm not saying that
what do you mean
they should.
But if you goofy enough to put a murder inside a song and they happen to use it, I feel like that's your goofy ass that got to pay the consequences of that. And the thing about it, I understand where she's trying to correlate to Megan Thee Stallion. Megan, you put out certain lyrics saying that you're gonna suck this, you're gonna jump on that, this and that. You're gonna have guys out there saying, like, man, this girl's some work, boy. I want to try that. You're gonna have big fish at the top that's gonna see if they can get in and slide in.
And be.
Come on, man.
I think they should fight against them using.
No, they don't want their lyrics to be used. They don't want their lyrics to be used. Say they could be lying.
I don't think it should be. I don't think it should be either. I'm just saying.
So why should people judge Megan for her lyrics?
I think I think that I said I don't think it should be used in court. That doesn't mean that
I'm not
gonna say that drill music is terrible.
If you don't think we should use lyrics in court to prosecute people, why should we judge Megan for her lyrics?
I didn't say that we shouldn't use lyrics to judge people. I think we should use if you rap about killing other black people. I think that we have a right to judge you. Do I think that we
can use black men don't want their lyrics to be used, by the way, but they want to say, oh, she raps about this, she raps about that. But they don't want their lyrics to be used.
Law. It'll be like using Megan's lyrics for her claiming to be a prostitute and them locking her up for prostitution.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be fair. I would be against that. Perfect. But as far as people listening to the music and saying like, hey, this is degenerate, I mean, I think that's fair game. I think that when you listen to stuff like when somebody rubs their vagina on the stage with another person who is a ex-stripper who just made a whole tour, a whole circus freak show tour, stripping on a pole, and your girlfriend is the person that rubbed her vagina on the stage with that, like, why would we respect black women? What is there to respect?
Exactly.
Why should we not speak down on them? Why should we not speak?
The same reason you want us to respect men who sleep around with a bunch of women. That's not what a
Nobody said you gotta respect those guys, man. You out here choosing what you want to choose. Stop acting like you gotta choose. Stop saying we glorifying men that's trying to sleep with everybody, because guess what? Men still shame those men. So I don't know where you feel like those guys get a pass, because they're gonna get shamed.
Fearing man does.
I don't agree with that either. Actually, I don't agree with that either. I don't agree with men that sleep around with a whole bunch of women. I don't think that just because I'm saying this is wrong, that means I agree with it.
Do you think Clay is degenerate?
Absolutely, I think it's degenerate.
Why are we just saying Megan's a hoe? And when she went, matter of fact, you know what's funny? No, but you know what's funny though? When Megan Clay, when the news first came out, when they started dating, everyone was saying, "Oh, what is he doing with this hoe? He's with this. He's wifing up this hoe. She need to watch out for her." But now we need to find out. Come to find out, we need to watch after Clay. What the hell did Megan do? What did Meg do in a relationship? Nothing. Everybody was talking about wife and a hoe, but Megan wasn't the hoe here. It was.
Ma'am, we trying to say that Megan's past might have attracted her to the wrong type of guy still. Nobody's giving Clay a pass, but we saying that you got to carry yourself a certain way so you don't attract certain situations or trauma energy into your life.
Clay. So
Amber, do you think a man has a right to have a preference on whether or not he wants his wife or his girlfriend or his lady to be promiscuous? Do you think he has the right to have that preference?
Sure. Why not?
Okay. So what if Clay got to know her and was like, I just don't like how she moves?
What do you mean got to know her? She been famous for like 6 years. He knew how she moved.
He knew her personally. And if you
saw her, but she been twerking, like y'all said. He knew.
You said that you can separate the art from the person, though. What if the person was different in this scenario? If you're separating the art from the person, so what if he actually got to know her?
But you said it's because she's.
Or what if when he listened to the art, he's like, okay, she's not gonna care if I cheat because she said that she don't care and she just needs money, and I gave her money. I bought her a
that part too.
You know, I should be able to cheat.
No.
From Amber's account, she said that you should be able to separate the two. They're using her own argument against her, and she still can't fathom that. No, he knew who she was prior, but don't you want some of these women to have a chance? So if you want these women to have a chance, you would still say that you should separate the two and get to know her. Maybe he got to know her and it just wasn't working.
I feel like she should have let him cheat in peace. I personally think that was like the best thing that was probably going to get Megan was going to get. She's been through man after man after man. Nobody wants her. The cat can't be that good. It can't be good. Nobody wants her. Okay? They don't want her. So what do you want them to do? They're going to just sleep with her. They might girlfriend her for a little bit because they want to sleep with her for multiple times. They can sleep with her a couple times. This is fun. It's exciting, but everybody don't want exciting all the time. They don't want trashy all the time. They want a woman that can be a lady in the street, in the sheets, A lady in the streets and a freak in the sheets.
Yeah.
That's what they like.
Yep.
You don't have to listen. I'm not making these rules. This is what men say. This is what they say. I just listen to what they are saying that
They
they
say a lot of
like.
things, and your part would make sense if he wasn't cheating. Coco Jones is an R&B singer. We don't see
Nobody's
Coco
giving him
Jones
a
working. We don't see her
pass.
up and down all over the place talking about dick. What happened? What happened with that? Your part would make sense if
Did
he
he cheat
wasn't
on
doing
her?
the same thing. Yes, he did. Your part would
He
make
cheated on
sense.
her too. I mean, he's a basketball player. I mean, I don't understand what these women
Exactly.
are expecting.
Girl,
What are
don't
your
roll your eyes on this goddamn stream. Don't you be rolling your eyes up here. Now, I'm gonna stop that right now because I ain't gonna let my daughters do it. I ain't gonna let no family. Don't roll your eyes at the screen, man. Just because you are mad at the point that she just made, he's a basketball player. That's where Meg gotta have discernment. We gotta still point the finger where it needs to be pointed. And we not giving Clay no pass, but you can't be disingenuous like that.
you know what type of life? When Coco Jones got into the situation, she's not like, okay, this guy is going to be 100% faithful. Like, no, you're getting into these situations with these first of all, these women want these high value men, but they don't want the stuff that comes with it. Can we talk about it? Can we talk about the stuff that comes with these high value men that make a lot of money and the type of lifestyles they live? Because apparently everybody thinks that these men are they're just like how everyone is selling it. It's like
Black
these men are
people,
just
man.
faithful and they're just doing the right thing.
Black people.
How are these high value men listening?
Black people in this argument that they gotta be barbaric, sex, wild, reckless, sexual barbarians.
Oh my goodness,
have
bro.
some sexual discipline. I only see black people making this argument about having the right to be sexual deviants.
Whites do it too.
You are making the argument. Amber, you are making that argument.
I'm not making that argument.
Yes,
You don't
you are.
understand. I never said Megan has to sleep around. I said why is she getting called a hoe when she wasn't the hoe in a relationship, in a situation? Because she makes funk music.
She's the hoe in life. But she's the hoe in life.
Taylor Swift is a hoe. Taylor Swift is a hoe.
Taylor Swift is not a hoe. She's not a hoe. Taylor Swift is 10 years older than Megan Thee Stallion, and her relationship spans from she's like 36. Taylor Swift is a hoe.
The longer you live, the more you can be. She's a hoe. She been a hoe.
Okay, with common sense, we all know the older you are, the more people potentially that you have possibly been with throughout your lifetime. Presentation does matter. I can't sit right here and say Taylor's not a hoe. She got public bodies, but guess what? She's a celebrity. It's all gonna be public. So if the body count still ain't super high, can I consider her a hoe if she's almost 40 and she's only been with 10 guys? We have to make some exceptions when it's necessary.
I think it's
she was a hoe.
I don't believe she's a hoe. I think it's a very difference. I think it's a difference from being a hoe and having a
always
higher
been
body
known
count.
for having a lot of men throughout her whole career. What are we talking about? This is not breaking news.
You don't see Taylor Swift with her entire ass out. You don't see her butt naked.
So again,
not a single thread on her.
So again, if I take 200 penises up my mouth, but I do it covered up and go outside and sing lullabies, do I get a pass?
You don't get a pass. If I don't know your business, I don't know your business.
I don't think Taylor Swift having actual relationships.
So why are we talking
Megan
about
Thee Stallion? All those men that smashed Megan Thee Stallion were not in relationships with her. She was not in relation. These are people she was just messing around with. A lot of these people, they were not people that she was exclusive in a relationship with. That is untrue. Taylor Swift was in a relationship. She wasn't screwing just random men. That's not what she was doing.
I'm gonna leave it right there, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all finish the rest of this in its entirety, but I will say this, man. Carmen, black shirt, Amber, yellow shirt. Amber, please take the L. Big time L. Get some help. Correct yourself. Like I said, this is the cousin, the sister, the best friend that hasn't gotten life figured out yet, and they're still trying to figure it out. They possibly got issues. They wondering why they man won't commit. They late on rent possibly. She seems chaotic to me. I can just see it. Her conflation for the two just doesn't make sense as to a woman, how she carries herself, and athlete man and how he carries himself. First of all, nobody's, like we said, Clay can still get the work just like Megan can, because if he was trying to say, I still believe as a man, if you are going to court someone, if you telling her you want to be serious monogamous, you're a liar. I don't agree with that. You still have to be honest when it comes down to what you want in the forefront or later on in the future. But we can't throw out the window that Clay was an athlete. rich, successful athlete getting women thrown at him consistently. He doesn't have to consolidate on one. I'm just being honest, man. You are a product of your environment. You're a product of your reality. Can you be different from it? Yeah, but we know that what comes with being a celebrity or an athlete on the male side, they get attention like a female would. Men aren't used to that. So once they can get that, most of them don't want to give it up because it feels great. They know how it feels to be like a woman. Now, going back to Meg Thee Stallion, we can't sit right here and say that her checkered past is not going to attract certain guys who just want to test drive the vehicle and see what's going on with it. And all that, when Carmen mentioned that she didn't have good cat, a lot of us guys feel like the best cat is going to be new cat. So let's say Clay hit that and feel it and it ain't hitting no more. He's going to want to move on to something else. He's done saw all the moves, the songs, all this WAP stuff, all these tricks. Girl, you tired. You're starfished out. You don't even last like that. Man, what happened to all this music stuff you was talking about? I thought you was an all-star freak. Maybe he experienced it and said, you ain't hitting like your music is. You cap. You all talk. And I think that's what happens a lot of the time, man. These women present themselves sometimes as higher than what they are instead of just being humble. You come out as all this, I'm this, I'm that, I could do this and do that. And it's like, you get with you're not, you just regular. And there's nothing wrong with regular, but just stop over glorifying what everybody comes equipped with. Now, if it hit like that, cool, but most of the time it's just going to be average. So I think it's a lot of faults in this, but I'm just more happy as to the call out or to the debate between the two women, because it just showed that I'm glad that we have women that still say, you know what, I'm going to go against this, because I think anybody who has a daughter or in their right mind would say that they wouldn't want their daughter to move like Megan Thee Stallion. I would rather her be more like a Carmen. She's intelligent, she's smart, she's attractive, she has understanding. I don't know how it is to deal with her as a person, personally, but I would rather her go that route than I could just sleep with anybody, do whatever I do, and expect for someone just not to, just to look past all that stuff. And it's one thing that if it's in behind the scenes, if you're a behind the scenes hoe, you are outward hoe. What you really playing on? Boy, you playing on veteran difficulty. You playing this game extra hard. You telling me you literally about to go out there, put all your business out there, be vocal with your music, and expect not to be judged? That is crazy as hell. But man, y'all make sure y'all like the video. Like the video, hype the video, comment below. I'll make sure I have a link in the description so y'all can watch it in its entirety. Please sub to their channel. Please sub to the New Black America, because this was great. Follow Carmen. For the people who want to follow Amber, follow her. But this was definitely enjoyable, and I appreciated their perspectives. And this is your guy, JayBReacts. And until next time, y'all, peace.